And here's how we score out. Ken Aaron Maverick has the inside. Randy Phillips from post 2, Keystone Ricochet, and Wayne Watson. Scoring from post 3, Jet Set, Rick Armstrong. Then from 4, Gotta Run, Gotta Go, and Paul Bro. Ours Overton 5. John Davidson from 6, Baby Dill and Lonnie Stokes. I'm a Little Beauty from 7, Owen Davies, Pictonian Dream, Mike Campbell outside. 8 starters, here they come. They're off and pacing. Great start to this one. And 7 of them across the racetrack early on. On the inside, Ken Aaron Maverick has the lead now and moving out by a pair early on. Some confusion there. And some confusion with number 4, Gotta Run, Gotta Go. And they race on up the backside. Baby Dill on the outside. Now comes to 2nd. Keystone Ricochet 3rd. Then getting away in 4th and settling in now. That's Owen Davies moving to the rail with I'm a Little Beauty. Then racing in a 5th, Jet Set. Then it's ours Overton. I'm a Little Beauty back on the outside, trailing Pictonian Dream. That opening quarter, 30-2, and up front and cutting it, the newcomer, Ken Aaron Maverick, out by a pair here. Baby Dill is racing 2nd. Keystone Ricochet still sits back in 3rd. Then on the inside, I'm a Little Beauty racing 4th. Here comes ours Overton out to move. Then on the inside is Jet Set. 2 trailers are Pictonian Dream and Gotta Run, Gotta Go, the half, 102 and 1. Around the turn they go and led by Ken Aaron Maverick out by a length and a half. Keystone Ricochet up on the outside 2nd. Baby Dill 3rd, I'm a Little Beauty 4th, and ours Overton tipping to the outside, and the big fella going on from 5th, racing 6, Jet Set, Pictonian Dream, and trailing the field at the back is Gotta Run, Gotta Go. The first 7 are bunched up. Past the 3/4, 133-2. Around the turn, it's Ken Aaron Maverick out by a length and a half still. Baby Dill has had a good trip here, and she's going to get a shot from the 2-hole. Then on the outside, Keystone Ricochet. Ours Overton is there on 8th to go, but it's all Ken Aaron Maverick in the home stretch. Ken Aaron Maverick, Keystone Ricochet, and Baby Dill, but it's going to be Ken Aaron Maverick, an easy win for the newcomer. And the 2-year-old son of Western Maverick winning in 2:04 and 1. 2:04 and 1, and a maiden record for Ken Aaron Maverick. In his first start here, he returns a winner. Again, the mile, 2:04 and 1. And back to the winner's circle, winner of race number 1. Number 2, Ken Aaron Maverick, a 2-year-old son of Western Maverick. Out of the run, the table mare, Windsor Colleen. All by Lindsay Allaby of St. John. Randy Phillips trains and drives the 2-year-old son of Western Maverick. First start here at Exhibition Park Raceway. And a debut win for the 2-year-old son of Western Maverick. Today taking a maiden record, 2:04 and 1. It's Ken Aaron Maverick here in the first mile in 2:04 and 1. Gate to wire trip. And the starters for race 2 behind the gate. And approaching the top of the stretch, tuned in, Sam Hodgen. Charlotte's Monty, Randy Phillips. Cole J. Commando, Todd Treitz. Rita Sealster and Owen Davies. Diamond Hard, Wayne Watson. Pictonian Best West, Gilles Barrio, Mr. Down East, Phil Reed, and Tricky Wind and John Davidson. Field of 8 across the racetrack. Race number 2. Here they come. They're off and pacing, going for the lead. Cole J. Commando up on the inside is tuned in. Pictonian Best West getting off the gate today and wide around the first turn. Then right there as well, the Charlotte's Monty got away well from post 2, and he's 3rd. Pictonian Best West sits back in 4th. And Barrio has a spot for him now, and backing off 4th. Then Rita Sealster got away in 5th. Tricky wins 6th. Mr. Down East and Diamond Hard battling up front. And now Cole J. Commando has gone up to take the lead. Racing 2nd now, tuned in, 30-2 that opening quarter. Then racing 3rd on the inside. That's Charlotte's Money and Pictonian Best West. He'll be out and going again in a moment. And Barrio looking to move him from 4th and 5th. Rita Sealster. Mr. Down East on the outside, and the two trailers Diamond Hard and Tricky Wind as they approach the half, and Pictonian Best West has made a move, and now third and going on now to second. Halfway home, Cole J. Commando. Pictonian Best West on the outside, 101 and 4, neck and neck for the lead. Cole J. Commando, Pictonian Best West outside second. Racing third, tuned in, Mr. Down East, second over from fourth. Then racing fifth on the inside. That is boxed in, though, Charlotte's Money. Then driving up on the outside, Tricky Wind. Then it's back to Rita Seelster, and so Rita Seelster off stride and getting a foot caught in the sulky, actually, of Charlotte's Money, and thankfully okay as they race past the 3/4, and they were by that marker 132 and 3 around the turn, and Pictonian Best West out by himself. Mr. Downey second, then Tricky Wind on to third. Again, the inquiry sign is up looking at that action, and Rita Seelster pulling up. Pictonian Best West, Mr. Down East, Tricky Wind, but Pictonian Best West, an easy win for him here in an easy class, and in for second, Mr. Down East, and a third going to Tricky Wind. Time for the mile. 2:03 and 3, and it's Pictonian Best West. Again, the inquiry sign is up and looking at that situation going to the 3/4 pole. Gelded son of Western Success out of the On the Road Again mare, Mood Music, owned by Ray Frazier, trained and driven by Gilles Barriot, and he picks up his second win of the season. Mile 2:03 and 3. Mile 2:03 and 3 here in race number 2, Pictonian Best West. Starters for the third behind the gate. We have Arcane Agent, Lonnie Stokes, Quality of Money, and Owen Davies. Let's Tango Lavros, Gilles Barriot, Heron Bay, and Mark Haig. Bandit Colleen, Gord Hennessy, Mario LaBanca, Todd Trites. Memories of Love, Ed Harvey, Everybody Loves Raymond, and Sam Hodgen. 8 starters. Here they come. They're off. Heron Bay out for the lead. That's Tango Lavros. Then up on the inside, Quality of Money. Also there is Arcane Agent on the inside. Around the turn they go, and Heron Bay, she's got great gate speed, and she uses it to her advantage and gets a good 2-length lead up the backside. Let's Tango Lavros will follow it up in second. Arcane Agent third, Quality of Money had a spot at the cones and is back in racing in fourth. Then racing fifth, Bandit Colleen. Mario LaBanca sixth, Memories of Love seventh, and Everybody Loves Raymond trails her single file fashion, an even quarter, 30 seconds flat. And up front, Heron Bay on the lead for the Hagler. Out a length and a half. Racing second, Let's Tango Lavros. Back in third, Arcane Agent. Here comes Bandit Colleen on the outside, and driving to the outside now comes to third. Arcane Agent fourth. Here comes Mario LaBanca on the outside. Then Quality of Money getting shuffled back in sixth. Then racing seventh, Memories of Love, and trailing halfway home, Everybody Loves Raymond, 101 and 3 at the half as they round the turn on way to the 5/8. Heron Bay, the one to beat on the lead. Let's Tango Lavros has had a perfect follow trip. Then on the outside, Bandit Colleen. On the outside, then Mario LaBanca comes to fourth. Quality of Money fifth. Then locked in sixth, Arcane Agent, Memories of Love, and trailing Everybody Loves Raymond. And again, Heron Bay, the clear cut one to beat here. 3/4, 132 and 4 around the turn. And it's Heron Bay on the outside. Bandit Colleen, Mario LaBanca on the outside. Let's Tango Lavros, no room for him with an eighth of a mile to go. Heron Bay leading. Bandit Colleen on the outside. Then Mario LaBanca, Let's Tango Lavros on the inside coming on, but it's Heron Bay, and the Hagler takes her gate to wire fashion, and the mile in 2:03, and it's Heron Bay delivering here in 2:03. Circle, winner of race number 3, number 4, Heron Bay. Heron Bay, a 7-year-old daughter of Life Sign, out of the No Nukes mare, Taylor Re-Q. Owned and trained by Brian Foster, Mark Haig in the driver's seat. And a gate-to-wire winner, Heron Bay, 2:03. And the starters for the 4th race behind the gate. Approaching the top of the stretch, Uncle Gerald up in box and Lonnie Stokes. Too Funny and Todd Trites, the Deemer and John Davidson. Bert Goldie, Gord Hennessy, Little Comanche, Owen Davies, Plea Bargain, and Jill Barrio, Manard Amity, and Paul Bro, and Etoile DH. And Philip R. Sowers. Field of 8 for the 4th. Here they come. They're off and pacing and getting off on the inside. Uncle Gerald up in box looking for the lead. Not for long though. Trites takes it with Too Funny. And Too Funny now grabs the lead. Then Uncle Gerald up in box second. Not for long on the outside. Bert's Goldie now going on to second. Uncle Gerald back in third. Then racing 4th at the cones. That is the Deemer on the outside driving up. Manard Amity from 5th. Then racing 6th at the cones. That is Little Comanche. Then Plea Bargain takes back today and sits back early on in 7th. And trailing the field at the back of the pack as they make their way past the quarter. That's Etoile DH. And that opening quarter, 29-4. 29-4 opener. And Bert's Goldie is taken over. And Hennessy now moving out by a pair. Too Funny is racing second. Then on the inside, racing third, Uncle Gerald up in box. Outside driving up, Manard Amity, then Plea Bargain. Playing the patient game. Out on the outside from 5th. Then the Deemer 6, Etoile DH out and moving. And halfway home, Little Comanche trails 101 and 31 seconds in that second quarter. And it's Bert's Goldie looking good on the lead here. Then racing second, Too Funny on the outside, driving up third. Manard Amity, then Plea Bargain behind him in 4th. Then racing 5th on the inside, Uncle Gerald up in box. Then it's back to the 2 trailers. And on the outside, there goes Plea Bargain out from 4th. By the 3/4, 134. And around the turn, Bert's Goldie getting things her way on the lead. Racing second now, Manard Amity, and what a trip she's gone. Parked every step, and she's still driving on. And she's gained the lead, but watch for Plea Bargain on the outside, and he's kicked into high gear and is driving up on the outside. Plea Bargain on the outside, and he takes the lead. Plea Bargain wins it easily, and for second, Manard Amity, and for third, Too Funny. Plea Bargain, 2:03-3. Plea Bargain, 2-3-3. Parading back to the wire now, winner of race number 4, number 6, Plea Bargain, a 2-year-old gelded son of Quick Comeback. Out of the Bye-Bye Roger mare, Whiskey Bell, Omemao Blanchard, Barry, and Mike Blanchard. Jill Barrio trains and drives. And for Plea Bargain, 3 for 9 this season. And Plea Bargain stepping this afternoon, 2:03-3. Plea Bargain takes the 4th, 2:03-3. And the starters for the 5th race behind the gate now, Sweet Lofty and Charlie Price. Talking about my boy, Todd Trites, Deceptional, and Jill Barrio. Jags Desperado, Lonnie Stokes. Tis My Little One, and Paul Bro. Then we have Pitbull Hanover, John Davidson. Cookie Larry Goes, Mark Haig, and outside, Megan L. Down and Phil Reed. Field of 8 across the gate here for the 5th race. Here they come. They're off and pacing, talking about my boy out for the early lead on the inside. Sweet Lofty looking for it as they round the first turn. Sweet Lofty has it, and they're wide as Pitbull. Hanover on the outside is underway, and he's on the outside going for the lead. Talking about my boy. Has it though, and Trites is playing hardball here to the opening quarter and wants the lead. Pitbull on the outside digging in, and he's got it. Had to earn it though. Talking about my boy second. Sweet Lofty third. Tis my little one. Deceptional 29-1 opener. Then it's back to the three trailers in the backfield. And they are at the back of the pack. Jags Desperado moving now to the outside from 6, and Megan L down. And Cookie Larry goes trails as they race past the 3/8. And again, 29-1 opener as Pitbull Hanover takes the lead. And he's on top as they approach the half. Talking about my boy, rides in the pocket second. Then racing third, Sweet Lofty, 59-1. Halfway home, Jags Desperado on the outside. And he's now come to fourth. Deceptional is a racing fifth. And Cookie Larry goes sixth. Racing seventh on the inside, Tis my little one. And Megan L down trails onto the three quarters. Pitbull Hanover. Talking about my boy is second. Jags Desperado on the outside third. Sweet Lofty is fourth. Then racing fifth, Deceptional, and Pitbull still has the lead. Three quarters in 1:30-1 around the turn. Pitbull Hanover under a drive for Davidson. Talking about my boy racing second, trying to close in. Jags Desperado an eighth to go. Pitbull Hanover looking to put them away here. Pitbull Hanover, Jags Desperado talking about my boy. They're in deep stretch. Pitbull Hanover is going to win it. And Pitbull Hanover wins it in for second. Jags Desperado talking about my boy third. Time for the mile, 2 minutes and 2/5. Pitbull Hanover. Back to the winner's circle, winner of race 5. Number 6, Pitbull Hanover, a 5-year-old son of Estrellos. Out of the Ideal Society mare, Plum Peachy, owned by Bob McNeil, John Laverick. Bobby does the training, and Pitbull Hanover picks up his second straight win. And his fastest 2 minutes and 2/5. Pitbull Hanover. So again, Pitbull Hanover early parked at the quarter, but had enough left in reserve to win the mile, 2 minutes and 2/5. Second straight win for this nice looking son of Estrellos. Second straight, Pitbull Hanover, 2 minutes, 2/5. And the starters for our 6th race behind the gate. Dillinger's Lady, Randy Phillips. West Gem Princess, Owen Davies. Kane Rise Again, Jill Burial. Quishla McCree, Todd Trites. Golden Virtue, Sam Hodgen. Ammon Shannon and Paul Bro. Casimir Freedom, Robert Kraft. And outside, Red Boots and John Davidson. Full field of 8 here in race number 6. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Good start for Quishla McCree, busting out of there for the lead. Then on the inside, Dillinger's Lady going for it. Kane Rise Again is in between horses around the turn. They're 3 wide to the opening 8th. Then getting away, racing in 4th. That's Owen Davies, West Gem Princess. And the Colt, Quishla McCree is angled in nicely and now in 3rd. Then racing back in 4th. Then we find West Gem Princess. Ammon Shannon sits back in 5th early on. Then racing 6th is Golden Virtue. Back to Casimir Freedom. Red Boots trails that opening quarter, 29-2, and Kane Rise Again has the lead. Then racing second, Dillinger's Lady. Back in 3rd on the inside, Quishla McCree. Then 4th at the pylons, Ammon Shannon out and moving there goes West Gem Princess on the move now from fourth. Am Shannon now fifth. Then racing six, Casimir Freedom. Then halfway home, trailing Golden Virtue and Red Boots. They're neck and neck for 7 and 8, and they were by the half. And it's Kane Rise again in a minute and 2/5 as they go round the turn. Kane Rise again. Then racing second on the outside and driving hard. And second, but Kane Rise again has went into another gear here, and she is flying to the 3/4. Kane Rise again out now by about 7 lengths. Am Shannon second by the 3/4. In 1:30 and 4, Kane Rise again all by herself, and the 2-year-old Am Shannon has come to second. Casimir Freedom on the outside, third and eighth to go, and it's all Kane Rise again. Kane Rise again down the home stretch, then Casimir Freedom, Am Shannon, but it's going to be Kane Rise again. Casimir Freedom up for the deuce, and the 2-year-old colt Am Shannon finishes in third, 2 minutes and 2/5 the mile. Kane Rise again, 2 minutes and 2/5. And back to the winner's circle. Winner of race 6, number 3, Kane Rise again, a 3-year-old daughter of Arcane Hanover out of the Hunterstown mare, rose to the occasion. Owned by Shyla Watson and Bill Smith. Brock McEachern trains. Gilles Barrio in the driver's seat. Kane Rise again, convincing win here, 5th win of the season, and equaling her lifetime mark of 2 minutes and 2/5. Kane Rise again, 2 minutes and 2/5. And Studders now moving behind the gate. Race 7, $1,500 claimers. And we have My Buddy Mark and Sam Hodgen, Rosalie Sealster, Randy Phillips. Big V, Lonnie Stokes. Then from post 4, NF3 Rivers and Joe Barrio. Consider Me Lucky, Wayne Watson. Come On Scoot, Todd Trites, Madlana Brave. And Mark Hagan outside JR Blue Chip, John Davidson. 8 starters across the gate. Race number 7. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Big V steps out for the early lead on the inside. My Buddy Mark, Rosalie Sealster gets away racing in third around the first turn. Then fourth, NF3 Rivers on the outside looking for a spot and gets there fourth. Come On Scoot got away in fifth. Consider Me Lucky 6 and Madlana Brave, and trailing the field JR Blue Chip as they make their way onto the opening quarter. My Buddy Mark leading. Big V on the outside. Rosalie Sealster keeps the hole filled and parking Big V on the outside. Then NF3 Rivers is closing the gap. 29 and 2 opener, and My Buddy Mark, Big V parked. Then Rosalie Sealster. NF3 Rivers watches the trio on the front end from fourth, then racing back in fifth. Come On Scoot, Consider Me Lucky a closer 6, and Matlanta Brave, and trailing the field off the turn, JR Blue Chip through the stretch to the half. My Buddy Mark leading, and a long shot on the board here, cutting the fractions, sitting at about 14 to 1 halfway home, and it's My Buddy Mark. Then Rosalie Sealster now second. Big V on the outside, the half, 1 minute flat. Then it's NF3 Rivers. He's had a nice trip and sits in from third. Big V on the outside, now fourth. Come On Scoot, fifth. Then Consider Me Lucky, Matlanta Brave, JR Blue Chip on to the 3/4. My Buddy Mark, Rosalie Sealster, NF3 Rivers back in third. Then racing fourth, Come On Scoot out for a drive on the inside, Big V. Then Consider Me Lucky, 132 and 2. by the 3/4 as they round the turn. My Buddy Mark, the one to beat. Then racing second on the outside is Rosalie Sealster. NF Three Rivers on the outside, tips out 3 wide, and he is fastest of all down the stretch. My Buddy Mark trying to hold on the far outside. NF Three Rivers coming on. Rosalie Sealster still right there, but My Buddy Mark held on to win it. NF Three Rivers, Rosalie Sealster, and come on, Scoot. And My Buddy Mark delivers here a long shot win. Mile 2:04.1. My Buddy Mark 2:04.1. And back to the winner's circle now. Winner of race 7, number 1, My Buddy Mark. My Buddy Mark, an 8-year-old son of Tyler's Mark. Out of the It's Fritz mare, Ruth Frankhauser. Owned by Bob McNeil, trained by Bob McNeil. Sam Hodgen in the driver's seat. Win 3 of the season for My Buddy Mark. And second win of the day for owner-trainer Bob McNeil. Winning earlier with Pitbull Hanover, and he's got another win here with My Buddy Mark. And the mile in 2:04.1. Again, big long shot, 27:30 on a win ticket for My Buddy Mark. Stutters for the 8th race. Behind the gate, Wild Cherry and Wayne Watson. Vic Victor, John Davidson, Gamble, and Owen Davies. Giz Can Do and Lonnie Stokes. Rapid Cane, Charlie Price. Olympic Odyssey, Randy Phillips. Dr. Decimeter, Gilles Barrio, and on the outside, rookies Raisin and Todd Trites. Field of 8, cross the gate here in the 8th race. Here they come. They are off and pacing, and from the inside, Vic Victor busts out for the early lead, and Vic Victor takes it. Then racing second on the outside, that is Gamble. On the outside second, Wild Cherry third, Rookies Raisin on the outside, driving on from fourth. Then racing fifth, Giz Can Do, Olympic Odyssey on the outside, moving early, and driving up from sixth, Rapid Cane seventh, and Dr. Decimeter trails the field on way to the opening quarter, Vic Victor. On the lead here with Gamble second, Rookies Raisin on the outside third, 29-2 opener. Then sitting back in fourth, Wild Cherry. Then fifth on the outside, Olympic Odyssey. Then racing sixth, Giz Can Do is caught in. Rapid Cane out to move and trailing Dr. Decimeter. 3/8 complete now and off the turn through the stretch to the half, led by Vic Victor. Rookies Raisin on the outside, racing second. Then racing third, Gamble halfway home. Then on the outside, Olympic Odyssey fourth, Wild Cherry. Rapid Cane the half, a quick 59 seconds. Then Giz Can Do back in sixth, Rapid Cane, and trailing Dr. Decimeter. Again, the half in 59, led by Vic Victor. Rookies Raisin on the outside, coming to call second. Then racing third on the outside, coming up. Here comes Olympic Odyssey driving up to third. Then racing fourth on the inside, that is Gamble as they race on past the 3/4. And the 3/4 won 29-2. And Vic Victor going a big mile here. And he's put Rookies Raisin away so far. Then back in third is Olympic Odyssey with an 1/8 to go. And it's Vic Victor, Rookies Raisin second. And upset here. Vic Victor, no tickets sold on this guy. And he's all alone in the home stretch. Vic Victor is going to upset Rookies Raisin. And for third, Olympic Odyssey, then Wild Cherry was fourth. How about this? 158-2. In a shocker, 158-2, Vic Victor. And again, hold all tickets, no wins sold on Vic Victor. And back to the winner's circle, winner of race number 8. Number 2, Vic Victor, a 6-year-old son of Electric Yankee. Out of the Niatros mare, A-Plum, home by Valerie Fellon of Gary, New Brunswick, trained by Eric Wilson, John Davidson in the driver's seat. And what a trip, 158-2. And Vic Victor, no win tickets sold on this pacer, and he goes gate to wire today, 158-2. Win money gate, always Jarwa, Wayne Hubbard. Jags Raisin and Todd Trites. Hijinks Banka, Lonnie Stokes. Power Flex, Terry Quinnell. Oh My Beautiful Doll, Gord Hennessy. Becoming Jarwa, Sam Hodgen. Legendary One and Jill Barrio. Educated, and John Davidson to the outside. That's your field. 8 of them across the gate. And rough before the start, always Jarwa. Here they come. They're off and pacing and going out for the lead. That's Hijinks Banka. Jags Raisin gets away racing in second around the first turn. And on the outside going to the top, that's Hijinks Banka. Then racing second on the inside, always Jarwa. Getting away nicely third, Power Flex. Jags Raisin had to take back and is now sitting back in fourth. Oh My Beautiful Doll tucks in nicely, racing in fifth and becoming Jarwa sixth. Racing seventh, Legendary One, and trailing the field by that opening quarter. That's Educated, 29-3 the opening quarter. Hijinks Banka leading, always Jarwa in the pocket. Then Power Flex eyeing a move to the outside. There he goes from third. Jags Raisin fourth, and Oh My Beautiful Doll moving from fifth. Becoming Jarwa sits in from sixth. Then seventh, Legendary One, and Educated taking the inside trip halfway home, led by Hijinks Banka. Outside Power Flex, and he can rough it up, and he's on the outside second, the half in a minute. As they round the paddock turn, Hijinks Banka outside second, Power Flex. Then racing third on the inside, always Jarwa. Jags Raisin fourth, becoming Jarwa up the inside. Then Oh My Beautiful Doll tipping out wide. Jags Raisin has rolled off stride. And everybody by safely as they drive on to the 3/4, and Power Flex has gained the lead now. Then racing second, always Jarwa. 3/4, 130-3 as they round the turn. Power Flex out by about 2.5. Always Jarwa racing second. Then in between horses, becoming Jarwa's right there. Oh My Beautiful Doll. Hijinks Banka still there as well. An eighth to go. Power Flex. Always Jarwa, becoming Jarwa. Deep stretch, so Power Flex, and he flexes his muscles here and wins it in for second, becoming Jarwa. Always Jarwa, the full brother, second and third here in the 9th race. Time for the mile, 1:59 and 4. 1:59 and 4, Power Flex. The winner of race 9, number 4, Power Flex. 7-year-old son of Dancer Size out of the Primus mare, Cadu. Kelly Watts, trained by Sheldon Watts. Terry Quinnell up for the drive. 4 wins from just 14 starts this year. And Power Flex winning in 1:59 and 4. 1:59 and 4, Power Flex winning this 9th race. Sam Hodgen, Bando Morris, and Todd Trites. No thoughts of her own, Jill Barrio. Roll Along Cash, John Davidson. Free Dream, and Owen Davies. Ashby Corner, Charlie Price. And on the outside, 8, Jacob and Lonnie Stokes. Full field of 8 here in race number 10. Here they come. They're off and pacing, no thoughts of her own, stepping out for the early lead on the inside. Hugh K. Bluegrass goes with her around that first turn. UK Bluegrass, and No Thoughts of Her Own getting parked early on here, and she's forced to drive on at this moment. On the outside also parked is Jacob, and he's driving on 2nd now. No Thoughts of Her Own gets a spot at the pylons, back in 3rd now and angling in. Then on the outside, Free Dream is also out early and driving to the outside. Fittipaldi shuffle back. Then it's back to Bando Morris on the move from the back of the pack. That goes Roll Along Cash, and trailing the field Ashby Quarter 29 and 2 opener. And it's UK Bluegrass on the lead. Jacob on the outside, park 2nd as they approach the half. Then back in 3rd, No Thoughts of Her Own. Then Free Dream on the outside from 4th. Roll Along Cash 5th. Fittipaldi, Bando Morris, and Ashby Corner 4 in and 4 out halfway home. 59 and 4 as they round the turn. 59 and 4 half, led by UK Bluegrass, looking good on the lead. On the outside, Jacob's been parked and he hangs 2nd. No Thoughts of Her Own on the inside. 3rd, Free Dream on the outside. Then Roll Along Cash tipping out in between horses. Bando Morris, Fittipaldi, and Ashby Corner trails. And what a competitive bunch here. We're about 5 lengths from first to last. 3/4, 131 and 4 as they round the turn, and you can throw a blanket over this field. Free Dream shows on top. UK Bluegrass is biting back on the inside. Then No Thoughts of Her Own comes up the inside, looking for racing room, an 1/8 to go. Then on the far outside, Roll Along Cash, save the best for last here in the lane. Roll Along Cash is going to win it. Bando Morris gets up for the deuce, and Free Dream 3rd. Time for the mile, 2:03 and 1. And Johnny D gets his 3rd win of the day. And back with his 3rd driving win in the afternoon, driver John Davidson aboard number 5, Roll Along Cash. 4-year-old gelding, McCormick Allen, Sedgwick, Maine, trained and driven by John Davidson. Roll Along Cash wins 7 of the season today, 2:03 and 1. Again, another long shot winner here. Roll Along Cash at 12 to 1. Scoring here in race number 10. 26.60 on the nose for Roll Along Cash to win. And he had the most pace in the home stretch and winning it all. The mile in 2:03 and 1. Congratulations. And also Johnny D, a great day so far. 3 winners on the afternoon. And the starters for race 11 behind the gate. Top class pacers. Magnetic Banca, Gilles Barrio, Burton Burt, Mark Haig. Rackland Fine Line, Lonnie Stokes. Pipe Major, Gord Hennessy. I Gotta Go, and Mike Campbell. And outside, Yankee Anthem. And Todd Trite, 6 across the gate. Top class pacers. Race 11, $2,250 purse. Here they come. They're off and pacing, and Burton Burt steps out for the lead. On the outside, I Gotta Go. Quickly will take it around the turn. I Gotta Go. Then Magnetic Banca gets away 2nd. Outside, Burton Burt 3rd. Then 4th on the inside, Rockland Fine Line. Pipe Major 4th. Yankee Anthem takes a seat at the back as they drive on to the opening quarter. They go, I Gotta Go. On the lead, and he's out by 2. Magnetic Banca 2nd. Rackland Fine Line. And Pipe Major 4th. Yankee Anthem, and Burton Haig uses plan B here and takes back of the pack. That opening quarter in an even 29 seconds. And it's I Gotta Go on the front. Magnetic Banca About a length and a half away in second. Rackland Fine Line third. Pipe Major still sits in from fourth. Then Yankee Anthem fifth. Burt and Burt trails halfway home. Single file led by I Gotta Go. And going a pretty good clip here. 58-3 past the half. I Gotta Go leading. Then racing second. Magnetic Bank third. Gapped out is Rackland Fine Line. Pipe Major fourth. Then racing fifth. Yankee Anthem. Burt and Burt. On to the three-quarters they go. I Gotta Go. And the Classy Veteran out by two. Magnetic Bank trying to stay with him, but I Gotta Go steps out now by 2.5. By the three-quarters, 1:28-1. I Gotta Go out by 2.5. Magnetic Bank a second. Rackland Fine Line third. Yankee Anthem on the outside fourth. Pipe Major, Burt and Burt, but it's all I Gotta Go. I Gotta Go in the home stretch. Magnetic Bank then third. Rackland Fine Line. But it's I Gotta Go. And the Classy Veteran winning here again today. And what a show he put on for the fans. And the mile 1:57.4, the quickest of the day. I Gotta Go. Now winner of race 11, number 5, I Gotta Go. 9-year-old gelded son of Drop Off out of the In the Pocket mare, Sacriposi. Owned by Mike Campbell, also co-owned by Ron Roy and Liz Clark. Mike does both the training and the driving in the veteran pacer. And the mile 1:57.4. I Gotta Go. 1:57.4. Winning here this afternoon in our feature. There's your doubles on the board. The two favorites, horses 2 and 5 in the daily double with I Gotta Go. They're both paying $9.30. As we approach top of the stretch, Teacher's Pit Pony, Todd Trites. My Donna, Mark Haig, Miss Mimi, John Davidson, Early Morning Star, and Sam Hodgen. Milt, Lonnie Stokes, Magic Boy, and Bo Sowers. Camco Russ and Owen Davies. And the outside going to Longworth Legacy, Charlie Price. Field of 8, here they come. They're off and pacing, good start. 5 of them busting out of there for the lead. On the inside, Teacher's Pit Pony has it, and they are wide around the turn. And racing second on the outside, Miss Mimi. Then getting away third, My Donna. Milt. Camco Russ on the outside, parked and forced to drive on from fifth and going on now to fourth. Milt now fifth. Then Longworth Legacy, back to Magic Boy, and trailing the field at the back of the pack, Early Morning Star. And Trice showed right off the bat he wanted the lead, and he still got it. They were by that opening quarter, 29-3. Up front, Teacher's Pit Pony. Cutting it, Camco Russ gets the parking ticket here, and he is second. Miss Mimi on the inside, racing third. My Donna angling out now from fourth. Then racing fifth, Longworth Legacy comes out to move. Back in sixth, Milt. Then it's back to Magic Boy, and trailing the field, Early Morning Star. And they were halfway home in a minute flat as they round to the paddock turn. Teacher's Pit Pony on top. Camco Russ on the outside. Miss Mimi has had a great trip on the inside. My Donna spotted second over fourth. Then Milt is fifth. Longworth Legacy sixth. Then Magic Boy and trailing Early Morning Star. On to the three-quarters they go, and it's still holding on. Teacher's Pit Pony. Camco Russ has been parked every step and is still right there second. My Donna tipping out 3 wide now. And the three-quarters, 1:33 flat around the turn, and Teacher's Pit Pony still leading. Then racing second, Miss Mimi, and she's going to get a nice shot, and Davidson's got a shot for 4 here in the home stretch. It's Teacher's Pit Pony, Miss Mimi. My Donna went wide there late in the mile, but it's Teacher's Pit Pony, and McNeil's going to get 3 training wins on the day. And Trites wins with Teacher's Pit Pony. Gate to wire, And the mile 2:04 and 2. 2:04 and 2. And McNeil triples up here with Tisha's Pit Pony in the final. Circle, winner of race number 12, number 1, Tisha's Pit Pony, a 4-year-old daughter of Sherwood Abe, out of the Willowbird mare, Silverwood Misty. Owned by Charles Symes, Bob McNeil trains, Todd Treitz in the bike, and Tisha's Pit Pony picks up her 3rd winning effort of the season, and today 2:04 and 2. So again, a big trip, Tisha's Pit Pony, and a big day for Bob McNeil, 3 training wins. And Tisha's Pit Pony captures the final, the mile in 2:04 and 2. Congratulations.